Hello everyone, today I am going to tell you about bees and how they are necessary for our survival. It's easy to take bees for granted, but what they contribute to pollination to human lives is far more substantial than we can imagine. It is found that 1 in every 3 bites of food we eat on any given day was able to produce due to contribution of bees. Most of the plant reproduce through pollination. Pollination is the transfer of pollen from male part to the female part of the plant, enabling the production of seed. This pollen gets stuck on bee bodies when they go to consume nectar from different flowers and transfer this pollen to other flowers as they travel to collect more nectar. So by flying from plant to plant, bees pollinate different types of vegetation. And bees are so good at doing this that the growth of around 70% of the major crop in the world that are essential for us is contributed by bees. And this 70% of the crop form the regular diet of around 90% of the population in the world. Not only that, bee pollination increases the yield and the quality of the crops as well. Beyond these crops, bees also pollinate countless other species of plants which form the basis of the food chain. These plants are eaten by smaller animals that are then eaten by larger animals as the food chain progresses. And therefore, a significant amount of ecosystem relies on them. While pollination can be done by a number of insects such as butterflies, beetles, flies and even ants, but bees are remarkably efficient. It is estimated that under normal condition, a hive of 50,000 bees pollinate 500,000 of plants in one day and are responsible for 80% of the pollination in the world, making other pollinators extremely insignificant. Just to get more clear picture on how important bees are to us, we can imagine a scenario where all the bees disappear from the world. If that happens, for starters, there will be no honey. Fruits and vegetables like onion, potato, apple, orange, watermelon, grapes, cashew, to name a few, will completely disappear. And to all the caffeine lovers out there will be decline in the quality of your coffee, and the production of the coffee will also decrease. The almond crop will also disappear, which may lead to decline in human intelligence, and we all can imagine the consequence of that. Joke aside, if bees disappear, there will be catastrophic consequences. The overall world food production will decrease and lead to famine, starvation and death. And also the world economies will be hit drastically. Now obviously bees are not going to disappear overnight, but it does give us a perspective on how significant they are. There are farmers in India who carry out apiculture or beekeeping alongside their natural farming, and they have seen increase in the production of particular crops, and it has helped them to increase their income by 30 to 40%. There is a paper published in Indian Journal of Agricultural Sciences named Economic Benefit of Annual Pollination to Indian Agriculture by Dr. O.P. Chaudhary and Dr. Ramesh Chand. They experimented with 211 crops from India and analyzed how dependent each crop is to natural pollinators and what are the economic inclination of these crops. They estimated that of the total valuation of the Indian agriculture, which is 258.27 billion USD, proportion of animal pollinated crops is 84.57 billion, which is roughly 33% of the total value of the Indian agriculture. There are many other crops who indirectly benefit from animal pollination as well. For stagnant Indian agriculture, this micro-concept of using honeybees for plant pollination of crops has the potential macroeconomic impact. Now there is a lot more detailed information given in this research paper on how this data was collected and the exact economic value of pollination of individual crop. If anyone is interested in reading this research paper, I have given the link of this paper in the description below. So as I said earlier, bees won't disappear overnight, but India has seen decline in bee population. A 2017 study by the Center of Pollination Studies in Kolkata found 80% decline in bee population in Odisha. Another study showed that there is 2% decline in bee colonies every year in South India as well. This phenomena is a global one, and since 2006 there have been reports of declining bee population and even extinction across the world. The reason being climate change, global warming, rapid urbanization, and excessive use of pesticides, to name a few. Experts are working on different ways on how they can preserve bees in their natural habitat. So how can us as an individual try to preserve bees? Well, we can start by planting flowers. Since it's summer season and due to high temperatures, bees find it difficult to travel long distances to collect nectar. So if you plant flowers in a garden or balcony and there's a beehive in a 6-kilometer radius, bees can visit your plant to collect their nectar, and so they don't have to travel long distances. There are certain flowers that bees are attracted to more as compared to others. So you can try planting Rose Aster Salvia to attract them, which are easy to get and maintain. Also keep in mind that you don't use pesticide in these plants as it may harm the bees. As you have seen in this video, a world without bees would struggle to sustain global human population of 7 billion. So as speculated by most of us, the doomsday may not be due to some zombie apocalypse, a virus or an asteroid collision. It may happen due to extinction of bees.